Hey guys, what's going on? It's your big dreamer and doer, G Dinero, coming to you today with some exciting news. Finally, the new website is launched that includes all of the new product courses that we're going over, things like TradingView, technical analysis, understanding option. There's some free tricks and tips in there as well. All of it is brought to you by our new website at gdinerocoaching.com. I'm going to go ahead and play the video here and let you dig in and see what we've been up to over the last week or so. Thanks. Hope you enjoy it. Here's the video. Hi, welcome to G Dinero Coaching. I'm Gary, also known as G Dinero, and today I'm going to take you through a quick tour of my new website. That way you can have an idea of how the products are delivered to you now, some tips and tricks on how to make the most of the website, some of the things that are included along the way, and just some things to help you be able to navigate that website a little bit better. So with no further ado, let's dig right in. So when you first go to gdinerocoaching.com, what you'll find is you'll see there's a login button in the upper right-hand corner. Can't do anything with that yet until you've actually purchased a product. You'll also see the underneath it says learn to trade stocks, options, and crypto. You can scroll down the page, read a little bit more about me, about how I've helped people along the way, a little bit about my background. Also, if you're not quite ready to purchase a course yet, you can click on free trainings. That's one way to gain access to some of the backside of the website, to dig in and start looking through some of the free products that I also have available for you to peruse while you're waiting to determine if a course is right for you or not. I also have a link to my YouTube page. The first lesson plan or the first product that we offer is Learning TradingView and Technical Analysis. So you'll see there's information about what's included in the course and a link to either purchase with a credit card or with Bitcoin or Solana. You'll notice that there is a discount for using Bitcoin and Solana. That's because there's no fees that I have to pay on my end when people check out that way. When they check out via credit card or PayPal, I end up having to pay fees. So pretty simple. I'm going to pass those savings on to you. It makes sense that you should get a discount, and it also encourages us to start using cryptocurrency for payment instead of relying on the antiquated fiat system. Few testimonials along the way, some links to some of the tools that I like to use like TradingView or Option Strat along the way. Here's where you would purchase the option product. It says $549 with a credit card or $500 with Bitcoin or Solana. Again, the discount being offered to you. Underneath, a link to Option Strat. In the future, I will be opening up some additional appointments to work one-on-one with me. Right now, they've been on hold as we've been launching these new products. Also, any new products will be listed on this page as well. And then at the bottom, you'll note some of my favorite referral codes, a few more testimonials, and then just the logo. So once you go to click in, let's say we wanted to buy the options product, we would click, let's say $549 with a credit card. It takes me to the next page. It will tell you a little bit about what the lesson is all about. There's 16 lessons. You get 60-day access, encouraging you to watch these modules in order, etc. Tells you how to get your questions answered along the way. You'll also note that this screen comes up a second time just to ensure that you indeed want to do it with either a credit card or with Bitcoin or Solana. If I click with a credit card, it takes me straight to here where I'll enter my email address and click continue. If there was any discount code, I would apply it here, and then you'd go in and put in your name, select a password, remit payment, and you'd have access to the program. I'll show you that here in a moment. Let's say instead you went with Bitcoin or Solana. It takes you to this checkout page. It's a 4-page document where you would go along and you would fill out your name, your email address, understanding that you need to send your transaction ID to me. You would go through that. You would say that you wanted to pay with Solana. You would go through that. You would put in the amount of Solana. Here's the address, right? So you would send the amount that's shown on the screen. So in this particular case right now, with the current exchange rate, it would be 1.9808 Solana that would be sent to this address. and you would put that in here on this line. So I would put 1.9808 Solana. You would then put in the transaction ID here, hit submit, and be done. Or if you don't know what the transaction ID is, you could go ahead and submit and send the payment to me, go back and look up the transaction ID, and then email it to gdinerocoaching@gmail.com, g.dinero.coaching@gmail.com, and we would receive it that way as well. So now this is what it looks like when you log in. So once I've logged in, you'll note that it says My Products up here in the upper left-hand corner, and More Products. So whichever product you've purchased, if you've only purchased one, it's going to show up here. What's included is the free GDinero tips and links, the understanding options. In this case, I bought the options course, so it's the understanding options course, and the video answers for understanding options. So those are the 3 included products. If I wanted to look at some of the other products that are available, it would show me that the TradingView and Technical Analysis class is right here. It's $279 for the course, and it includes 13 lessons, right? With also 60-day access. So that's how I could go and purchase one of the other courses along the way. But I'm going to go ahead and click back here on My Products, which you can also see is up here in the upper right-hand corner. Notice if I click right up next to GD, which stands for GDinero, because that's how I'm logged in as right now, you'll note that if I click on Products, it brings up this same page of products, both My Products and More Products. So I'm going to go ahead and dig into the Understanding Options class, show you around a little bit in here. So here in the Understanding Options class, what you'll see is the lessons are numbered along the way. So for instance, lesson number 1 is a welcome video. So it's where you can come in here, you can click on the welcome video, it'll start playing in the background. Understanding Options class, I'm your host, GDinero, and I'm super excited to take you through. There I am right there, welcoming you into the class. Let's say you wanted to dig into the Understanding Options terminology class, and maybe you didn't want to sit there and listen to me yap away at the very beginning. You could hit play, and then you notice you can come down here and move the slider over to go up to where you actually see the lesson starting. So here we are right now. I'm going to go ahead and turn the volume off so I'm not competing with myself. But you could say, you know what, I want to watch this a little bit faster. You can come down here to where the speed icon is, and you can set it to, say, chipmunk speed. Go to 2x, and you can listen to it in a faster speed. Maybe I'm going too fast for you and you want to slow me down. You could slow it down to half speed. Now I will be talking like this in that case. So that might get a little bit annoying, but you get the point. You can speed it up. You can slow it down. You can set the quality. Maybe you don't want it streaming across in 4D, which is how I recorded everything. So instead, 4K in 4K is how I recorded everything. So instead, maybe you'd want to go ahead and watch it in 720 or 1080, right? It's up to you, whatever resolution you want to watch it at. You can again use the slider at the bottom of the screen, and maybe you get to a specific screen and you want to pause it there so that you can take some notes down. You can do all of this. That's why we chose this website that we did. It's called Podia. That's why we chose it, because it's easy to go ahead and put these lessons in and it works better for you. So again, some of the things you can do, you can speed it up or slow it down. You can pause it. You could also make it full screen if you wanted to watch it in full screen. You don't have to watch it over there in the small window, right? So this gives you an idea of some of the different lessons. Also, at the end of each of the lesson plans is a quiz. So you come over here and start the quiz. And so when should you buy a call option? When you expect the stock price to decrease, when you expect it to remain stable, or when you expect the stock price to increase? I'm going to help you cheat. It's answer C on this one. So if you put C, submit answer, it'll tell you you're correct and it'll allow you to go on to the next question. If instead you selected the wrong question, so what does it mean to be the option writer? You have the right to exercise the option. You're obligated to fulfill the contract if the option is exercised, or you receive dividends from the underlying asset. Let's say you thought it was answer A. By the way, it's answer B, but let's say you thought it was answer A to be the option writer. If you submit it, it'll tell you flat out that you got it wrong and there's nothing you can do about it. You can't go back and choose the other answer. You would have to retake the quiz. This forces you to go back and look up the answer so that you can get the correct answer, and it helps ensure your understanding and comprehension of the material that we're going over here, okay? So that's an example of that. The next lesson, for instance, is understanding leaps. Same type thing. You'll also note that underneath are some timestamps. The times aren't always perfectly correct, but the order of the lessons are. So let's say you wanted to look for something specifically for leaps. You could actually use the control find key and actually go and look it up. So in my case, it's command find. I could look up leaps. And everywhere the word leap shows up in here, you'll notice it pulls it up all over the place. So you could see where to go to get to that in the lesson. Okay, just another little shortcut. You'll notice there's a grand total of 7 lessons here. Underneath that, you'll also notice that there's a frequently asked questions page. So if I click on that, and it's the same for the TradingView and Technical Analysis course, you click on the frequently asked questions page, you click on it, it takes you to this link where there are almost hundreds at this point, at least 50, 60, 70 different frequently asked questions. You can open them up. So what's the main difference between stocks and options? You click here. Stocks represent ownership in a company with voting and dividend rights, while options are contracts that derive value from these stocks but do not confer ownership. And it tells you where to go find the answer, where this question was already answered in the lesson plan. So you can see this is an extremely comprehensive lesson plan that helps you to become a master, I would like to say. Maybe you wouldn't quite be a master, but you'll have full comprehension and understanding of how to trade options. And then once you practice it, you can become a master at trading options. If you want to ask me a question, you can click here where it says Ask G Dinero. That'll pull up a form where you could fill out your question, what class you're in, what was the latest module you made it through. So maybe you've only been through the welcome video. Well, chances are you haven't gotten to the point where the question's already answered for you. But regardless, you could put in your question here, send it to me. That'll show up on my end, and I answer those questions on a weekly basis via video response answers, and also on a monthly live Q&A, which you can find by clicking here, the next live Q&A. I don't have any listed yet at the time of this video, but the next one at the time of this recording, which was at the end of January, we were targeting a launch of February 1st. We launched a few days early, so the next live Q&A will be the last Monday of February, okay? So that's how you could do that. Now, you notice I'm just kind of using the forward and back arrows. I can go back over to the original tab that I was on before. Again, if you have questions, you could just click where it says have questions, and it takes you straight to the form. So 2 different ways you can get to the form, either through the frequently asked questions page or through the have questions. And then last but not least, you'll see there's some resources here. The resources that says G Dinero's options and rules calculator, right? So that's just a resource that I put in here. Here's an explanation of it. You click here. It's a Google spreadsheet. Make sure you click file, make a copy for your own use, right? So that's another thing that's included in here with the Understanding Options course. All right, let me go back out now to the products. So I can click here where it says products, and I'll just close that tab. And you'll see here that there's one that says video answers, understanding options. So if I click on that, here's a list of the existing questions and answers. So here's today's video links. I just uploaded one today of some of the questions that were asked. So you'll notice in here, I'm going to go ahead and kill the volume again so I don't have to talk over myself. But I go in, I put up my usual disclaimer, but here's a question that came in from Felix. Do I become the option holder once I buy to open a covered call, and do I need to pay a premium? You'll note that I did correct that. You don't buy to open when you're selling covered calls. You sell to open them. And no, you don't pay a premium, you collect a premium. But I answer that in that question and answer right there. You can, again, move to the questions that are relevant to you. You can turn the volume on and off. You can turn around and speed it up or slow it down, and you can pause it. So super cool. I'll go back here to products. It takes me back to the main page. I hope you found this tour of my new product line helpful as I helped you navigate around the website, showed you some of the products as well as what's included when you get those products. Things like the video lessons, the quizzes afterwards, the frequently asked questions section, the frequently asked questions videos on a weekly basis, the frequently asked questions or the question and answer session that's live via Zoom every single month, some of the resources that are also included there. All of these are designed to help you get a better understanding of TradingView, the free and paid indicators, the paid indicators that are available separately from Invest Answers, and how to utilize those tools. Technical analysis, how to become better at doing technical analysis to help you in your trading, as well as how to not only understand options, but trade options like a pro at the end of the day. All designed to help you increase your financial literacy. So if you're ready, I'm ready to help you get started today. Jump on in, sign up for one of the courses, and here's to you increasing your financial literacy so that you can set your family on the path to financial freedom. This is G. Dinero, over and out.